Two balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk him off. Rich Taylor.
What's up, everyone? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Matt Moreno. Matt, Freddie Freeman back in the news. A couple prominent baseball folks chiming in on whether Freeman could be headed back to Atlanta or might be headed elsewhere. And if you're a Dodger fan, there's some good news, I think, in here somewhere. So the first report was from Buster Olney, who said that the growing belief in the baseball industry is that Freeman will go somewhere besides Atlanta because of the standoff and negotiations. He later added that if Freeman were to leave, the Yankees and the Dodgers may be the two most prominent likely destinations. The other one, and this one was more interesting to me, was Chipper Jones chiming in on this. Jones, of course, still affiliated with the Braves. He said a number of things, but this was the most interesting. Quote, "The Braves have made some offers, didn't make him happy. He's being courted by some of the prettiest girls on the block right now, so he's going to listen to them." He also described Freddie Freeman as a, quote, West Coast guy, which, you know, if we're talking Yankees versus Dodgers, he's a West Coast guy. I like the way all of this is sounding. We know every Dodger fan would love to have Freddie Freeman in Dodger Blue this season. Where do you stand on the likelihood of Freddie Freeman becoming a Dodger?
Yeah, I think it just continues to increase. And I know you and I discussed it going into the lockout, and we sort of run two different sides of the argument. I thought that the Braves not re-signing him before the lockout began would ultimately end up hurting them, excuse me. And everything kind of since then does seem to point to there is some friction, there's some frustration. And I frankly was shocked that it didn't get done. I mean, you're coming off winning a World Series. He's, homegrown talent. He's meant so much to not only the team, but the community in Atlanta. How do you not just get that done? Obviously, from the Dodgers' perspective, we've touched on it would require a little bit of creativity, probably moving Max Muncy to second base, which should be fine because it's not like they have a solidified starter there anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think things kind of I'm not going to sit here and say he's absolutely going to sign with the Dodgers, but things are definitely trending more in that direction than maybe they were when the offseason began.
Yeah, I was under the belief that if the Dodgers couldn't get a deal done before the lockout, that the lockout would sort of, and I know Freeman and the Braves can't talk officially, at least. I mean, who knows? I'm sure there's maybe some conversations going on. But I just felt like the Dodgers, it was like this moment of panic. Can he make an impulsive decision to leave Atlanta and sign? That didn't happen. So I was under the belief that, as time goes on, the Braves are going to come to their senses the more they have to think about this. Of course, their earnings report just came out. They are financially in good position, safe to say. And so I just felt like that. But I have to admit, the smoke keeps building. And when you have a guy like Chipper Jones coming out, who is Braves royalty, again, still affiliated with the organization, saying, hey, they made him some offers and he was not happy with them. If they didn't come with their best offer right before the lockout, it would seem like maybe there isn't a better offer out there from the Braves. Now, the Dodgers, on the other hand, you start seeing some rumblings. I think it was Alex Wood who said something along the lines of, we don't want Freddie Freeman coming to the NL West. And then Justin Turner chimed in with like, we wouldn't mind it. Which again, I mean, behind the scenes, you got to believe that Freeman and Turner have some sort of relationship, having played in all-star games, of course, having played in a ton of playoff series against each other. So to me, there's just a buildup of smoke that is coming here that he is going to be leaving. And if he leaves Atlanta, again, quote, West Coast guy, the Dodgers have to be the favorite. They've got an opening. They can make it fit, especially with the universal DH. And so, to me, I mean, again, I don't know a Dodger fan out there who's like, I'm not really sure I want Freddie Freeman. To me, 6 years, $180 million, that type of number is like not crazy at all to me. I would rather give that contract to Freeman than the one that Seager just got handed. And so, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm confident that this is going to happen, but I'll ask you to put a number on it. I'll put a number on it first. I mean, I would say a 40% chance Freddie Freeman's a Dodger. It feels like that's about fair. Maybe 50% Braves, 40% Dodgers, and 10% a mystery team. What would you put it at?
Yeah, I think that's about fair. I'd probably go in at a 35% just outright, Dodgers, signing with the Dodgers type thing. The Yankees, I feel like they're mentioned just because similar to the Dodgers, they're kind of always mentioned with marquee free agents. But like you said, Freddie Freeman has a home. He's from here. He has a home out here. So assuming he's spending the offseason here, why leave type thing, right? If the Dodgers are going to possibly willing to write you that six-year contract, it makes a lot of sense. And another thing too is Brian Snitker also came out and discussed Freeman, which to me was surprising because obviously the lockout is
Yeah.
going on and these guys aren't supposed to be talking to each other, but you can talk about him. I found that to be kind of strange, but he also alluded to, hey, like if we lose him, like we're just going to have to move on type thing. And it kind of reading tea
Yeah.
leaves, it almost seemed like he is preparing himself for that to become a
There you
reality.
go. There you go. Well, let us know what you think in the comments below. Give us a number. What percentage chance do you think Freeman to the Dodgers has right now? As always, we appreciate you watching. That's Matt Moreno. My name's Jeff Spiegel. Check out DodgerBlue.com and DodgerBlue1958 on social media everywhere. Ring the notification bell and click subscribe here as well. Hopefully, we got some positive news with Major League Baseball and opening day in the lockout, so stay tuned here for all the latest.